What's happening, everyone?
What's up, guys?
We are finally back. We've been gone for, I know, several months. We still hang out all the time, obviously, talk all the time, and do our whiskey thing. It's just been really difficult. Mike with a big family, with kids, all these events, birthdays, this, that. It's been hard to get together to do recording. I obviously got married and moved into a new place further away. But we're back, and just wanted to give you guys a little taste of what we do when we get together on Whiskey Day. So we're just hanging out all day, and we usually get together kind of like at noon, and we kind of treat it like a Whiskey Day all day long. So obviously take breaks with food, water, and stuff like that. And each time we get together, we open up new bottles that we got. So Mike might have tried something that I haven't tried, and vice versa. So we'll do that as well if something's been open. And you guys can see these are the bottles, the new stuff we're gonna try today. I wanted to give you guys an idea. This is the Deanston 2008 in Bordeaux wine cask. I saw a few people highly recommending it, so we decided to pick it up. It wasn't expensive at all. And then we have the E.H. Taylor small batch, bottled in bond. This is the E.H. Taylor Jr. So we haven't opened this. We're going to open it today. We haven't tried this particular bottle. We have a killer rum here by Golden Devil. A lot of you know as Kill Devil as well. It's named, this particular one is named Golden Devil. I think it's because it's bottled for KL in the United States. And this is the sister cask of the one that Serge recently gave a 93 to. So we were really excited to try it. It's the same vintage, same ABV, it's just a sister cask.
Same age?
Same exact age.
19?
And yeah. So
sweet.
And then here we have
Crazy bourbon.
Yeah, crazy bourbon. We haven't tried it. We're gonna open this today. The Russell's Reserve 2002. This thing was impossible to find. We had to pay a little bit more for it, unfortunately, but from all the great things we heard, we thought it was worth giving a try. And then we have the world famous
bourbon
Michter's 20-year-old. Super stoked to try this. We've both tried the 25, but we've heard that the 20-year-old's even better because it's all Stitzer Weller juice.
Old school.
Yeah, so I heard that the 20-year-old is 100% Stitzer Weller juice, and it's the only one in the Michter's range that is. Then we're going to some crazy old school Springbank. This is the 1965 Springbank The Birds by Moon Import, and it was bottled in 1987. This is bottle number, how many of these bottles are there, Mike? Do you know?
That I do not know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's not very many. I don't know if it says on here.
Like 600, 700, something like that.
Yeah,
this is bottle 360.
Okay. So these, I'm sure you guys that pay attention to the auction world and the secondary market, these things go for a fortune. So
and there's two sherry butts. This is 363. Also, there's the 367. That's very famous too.
Yeah. So again, a lot of
right there, 504 bottles.
504 bottles.
What the? So 360 and 504, but crazy Moon Import, crazy rare.
And the bottle we're actually the most excited to try out of all these, just because we've heard such crazy things about these old school Demerara rums. This is bottled in the 1970s. It says 20 years old, which means it's a 1950s vintage. And there's been some serious bottle aging on this. This has been sitting in the bottle now for like 40 years. So. So
it's older than us.
We're super excited to try this, and we're actually going to uncork this with you guys.
Uncorked.
Put these bottles to the side, and we're not going to review this. We just thought we'd give you guys a little hangout sesh, announce that we're back, and we're going to start recording some of our videos.
This shows you this film on top is when they pack it really well.
Yeah, this prevents it from leakage.
Yeah.
We got this bottle from a shop in Italy, and the cost of this bottle is around $2,500. And we haven't tried a lot of old school rums. We've tried a lot of old school like cognacs and armagnacs, so we're very familiar there. But from what a lot of serious collectors have told us, a lot of these old school rums are just like the old school whiskeys. They're just really, really hard to find, and they're so expensive.
Yeah, because the way that they seasoned the sherry casks back in the day, they used the exact same quality sherry casks, whether it was Scotch, whiskey, or whether it was rum. So
thank God it's corkscrew, because
yeah,
40
exactly, good point.
40 plus years in here without the, if it was a regular cork, it would, we'd have to get the cork, it would probably break, fall in, and it just becomes a big mess. And we have a whole process of getting the cork out. It's just not the most fun process to go through.
Yeah.
So here we go. Gonna pour this baby.
And I love a lot of older bottles for the Italian market. They all have just a simple screw cap. That's the way I like it when you have an old bottle.
Yeah, this is
that. A lot of Samarolis too.
Moon Import, the same as this. They're both of these guys are actually Moon Import.
Yep.
So we're huge fans of Moon Import. Both Moon Import and the old school Samaroli bottlings. Both happen to be Italian. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on back in the day. The Italian imports were getting all the best
got
bottles.
All the goodies, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we haven't allowed this to breathe. This isn't the proper review. We're just gonna kind of
just get familiar with
it. Just get kind of familiar with it. And we'll review this probably in about 6 months to a year. We'll wait a while, let this thing breathe, open up, all that good stuff.
Because remember, like you said, it's been like 40-ish years since this thing saw light, saw air. It needs to breathe.
Man, it is funky. You know what it is? It's like you can easily like not know it's a rum, but it has this like crazy funk where you're like, it's something different. So it's got like crazy funk coming up right away with like intense cola.
It's almost like Hennessy Richard first thing. It's that like crazy foresty mushroom funk, like you said, where you know it's not a Scotch.
Lot of funk.
It's something else. Might be a cognac, might be a rum.
These are really interesting.
And it definitely, this guy's ABV is 46%.
Smells like 55.
I was gonna say, it noses like cask strength.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 55 and up. That's the first thing I noticed for sure. It's a good call.
And this thing's gonna change. This thing's gonna change a lot.
Oh yeah.
As it breathes, and I just can't wait to follow the journey on this thing. But
oh yeah.
Wow, this is like uber complex.
Crazy good.
It's like insanely complex.
Like nuts.
Yeah, it's going all over the place from like fruits to sugars to like this rusty funk where it's like so hard to explain. It's not the Springbank funk that we normally talk about. This is like Springbank funk times 10. It's like very different. It's obviously a rum. It's not a whiskey.
And on that note, it's also not like old 50s, 60s Macallan sherry musty funk. It's different than that. It's got similar powerful characteristics, but it does, because of like the sugar element in the rum, it's its own kind of funk that I've never experienced before.
I'm gonna give it a tiny taste, and we'll
for sure.
We'll call it for this video.
It's awesome. Whenever you have a brand new experience.
Yeah, that's the coolest part, you guys. It's like when we get together, there's nothing like, we've obviously have a few whiskeys that are getting close to impossible to top in terms of being the best. So it's like the journey is not so much about finding a whiskey that's better than the best we've ever tried, but it's more about finding new things that are unique products. So we've never had anything like this. Like I said, we don't have a huge experience with old school rums. And something like this, it's not about whether it's scoring at a 90 or a 95. It's not really about that. It's about finding something that's really different to continue the education and the journey of trying to find spirits, which has become our, our hobby and our passion. But I'm going to try a little taste of this.
This is definitely not like your typical rums you get today, man. Oh my god. The oak is just insane.
Whew.
The sherry cask influence. That comes out more so in the palate than nose, just like you would in an old 50s, 60s Scotch.
You know what trips me out on the nose a little bit? It's almost you got this like tomato paste.
Yeah.
You smell that?
Like crazy different elements you never get in Scotch. No,
It's
nice.
like weird spices that I don't know. I don't want to just start naming random spices, but it's like funky.
Yeah, it's very exotic, and complex.
And
It's like islandy, where it aged.
when you hold it further away from your nose right here, I would think this is for sure a Scotch. Once you get a little closer, is when you realize it's a little different. But again, if someone told me this was a Scotch, it's not like I would be like, no, it's not.
No, yeah. Now these crazy like island spices and like crazy like flowers are coming out.
Very, very, very unique. Okay. I think just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea. Let us know in the comments below which one of these bottles you guys would like to see reviewed. I know this is probably something that doesn't get reviewed, and a lot of people know about it. This Springbank Moon Import, the 1965,
Be a monster.
is maybe not something that everyone knows about, but for serious whiskey people who pay attention to auctions and read Whiskey Fun, Surge's reviews and stuff like that, might be more familiar with. But let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll try not to have like a 5-month delay for reviews.
Yeah.
From now on, we'll do our best. We're gonna do quite a few today. We'll do some tomorrow as well. It's just us, no wives, no kids, so
Take advantage.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun man time, hangout, whiskey time. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys soon, and cheers to everyone.